Blah, 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 blah.
Smurfette!
I'm close, Clumsy. Almost there.
That's just the echo playing tricks on us! Anybody?
Hello?
Darkness. I don't do well in the darkness. I have enough trouble in the daylight.
Just stay in the light, Clumsy.
Too late. I'm walking into the darkness.
What are you? Why?
I'm really freaking out, you guys!
Smurfs the Lost Village takes us back to the village of little blue men and one little blue lady as they discover maybe they're not the only little blue people around. Gargamel is there, Azrael as well, trying to ruin things. Speaking of ruining things, here's 5 things you might want to know about Smurfs the Lost Village. Fair warning, I'm going to be a little bit mean to the Smurfs. Yeah, I mean, I know families can enjoy a movie like this. A movie doesn't have to be a great movie to have a good time with the kids. They'll like the pretty colors. They'll laugh at a few things. I get it, blah, 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 blah. It's just not a good movie. There's a lot of reasons why. Let's start here. Everything is surface level. Everything's trite. It feels like some sort of weird Saturday morning morality lesson, which I guess that's how Smurfs started. As a Saturday morning cartoon that trying to teach, lessons here or there. It just all feels so surface that there's nothing worth putting on the big screen. It is a half measure instead of doing something with excellence, and everything feels that way. From the eye-rolling cliches to the clunky animation, all the way down the line, it just feels like they didn't do their best. Another specific thing I wanted to bring up is the fact that Smurfs inherently is problematic with its themes, especially when you make the movie concentrating on Smurfette. Why? Because this is a group that is defined by individual characteristics, right? Go a little deep with me here. So you've got Vanity Smurf, you've got, Clumsy, you've got Brainy. They're all defined by those stereotypes of somebody who is that way. And then you've got Smurfette. What's her defining characteristic? Well, she's the girl. So anytime you do the stereotype thing, it feels inherently sexist. And this movie focuses on that. What is her thing as a girl? Think of it as if, you shifted it over to race. Tricky, right? What if one of the Smurfs was African-American Smurf, or even worse, inner city Smurf, or something like that? You see what I'm saying? There's an inherent problem to the themes here because of the way the community is built that I don't think this movie has the nuance or ability to get through, so it becomes a little uncomfortable. Another thing that happens over and over in this movie is things just make no sense. If anything can be wrong in this movie, it is wrong in this movie. Things are illogical, people making decisions that make no sense for that Smurf's character, people doing things just because the movie needs them to, characters showing up just because the movie needs them to. It's one of those things where if you let your brain stay turned on, you're going to be frustrated for the entire film. You getting the sense that this was a rough experience for me? I just can't turn my brain off and not think about these things. And there's also the fact that the ending to this movie makes no sense because you don't understand what the point of the movie is. It goes into this thing about Smurfette, and maybe it's trying to, tiptoe around those thematic problems that I was mentioning, except for I don't understand what the movie says at the end. And if I don't understand what's happening in that culmination scene, I don't understand why things are happening the way they are, why that matters, why I should care, how that impacts these people. They all look like they're having an emotional thing happening and a breakthrough is, but I don't get it. I don't know why that's happening. I think you're just supposed to feel it because you can tell they feel it. Ugh, such a frustrating experience to go through the end of a movie and just be like, what was that? Ugh, this is the life I live where I have to get worked up about not liking a Smurfs movie. Most people just get to go, hey, it's a Smurfs movie. I don't need to go see it. Me, I got to go watch it and tell you about it. So this is what I do. There is one good thing about this movie I did enjoy. The imagination was good at points. With how they did the animation, especially in the Lost Village, it was in many ways a Smurf version of Pandora from Avatar, like Smurf Dora. Actually, Smurf Dora would be Dora the Explorer as a Smurf. That's not what this was. This was Pandora Smurf, so maybe Pan Smurfa? I don't know. Whatever you want to do, the point is, it was kind of beautiful and there were some cool ideas there. Overall, Smurfs the Lost Village is a lost 90 minutes of my life. I did not enjoy very much about this movie. Certainly not enough to give it any more than a D. Thanks for checking out this Your Movie Friend review. We'll get to the Best Ever Challenge here in a bit. Before we do, though, let's connect some more. If you want to hang out on Twitter, I'd love that. Aaron Dicer, Aarondicer. Some fun polls and conversations there. Great place to leave your questions, comments, all that kind of stuff. Also, the podcast, SiftPop, SiftPop. Search for it wherever you do your podcast thing. And if you don't do podcasts, maybe figure out how to do them because they're a lot of fun. Good thing to do while you're working out or maybe driving, those kind of things. So just look for SiftPop, SiftPop, and we talk every week about pop culture, movies. It's a good time. And then finally, subscribe here at YouTube so you don't miss a review, leave comments, all that kind of fun stuff. And if you don't mind supporting, I just launched a Patreon for the Your Movie Friend YouTube channel. It is at patreon.com/yourmoviefriend. And if you want to give there a couple bucks, there's some perks there. You can see what they are. One of the perks, the bigger perks, involves actually me asking famous people questions that you tell me to. So, because I get a chance to go to the awards every year. So that could be fun. Check it out at patreon.com/yourmoviefriend. All right, on to the Best Ever Challenge, where you name the best movie ever in a particular category. Also identify my choice. What is the best movie ever featuring blue characters? There's more of these than you would think. In fact, there's several over my shoulder. See? Blue characters all over the place. I'm going to go with the one that is over my shoulder, but not the one that involves bugs. Or the one that involves the character that's hidden behind me that's blue. Even though that's probably the better movie, I'm going to go with the one with kind of the snaky hair that's over my shoulder. What a weird clue. Take a guess at mine in the comments. Leave your choice there as well. As always, here's 5 extra seconds to hit subscribe. Just click the logo right down in this corner. It's that one. Or wait, is it that one? I always forget which. It's one of those.